This is the Unbreakable Golfers podcast, where we're shining a light on your pain and weakness and how it is affecting your positions, your power, and your performance on the golf course.
There's too much to do. There's far too much to do. How can I do 9 things a day? Well, you stack habits. If you've listened to the previous audios, but most importantly the Unbreakable Front 9, you realise that ultimately the goal to go from broken to unbreakable is to stack 9 items that you do every single day. 2 to protect your body, 2 to protect your mind, 2 to protect your, 2 that power your body, 2 that power your mind, and 1 ultimately golf drill that helps you perform in golf. 9 actions stacked on top of each other that you do every day. Now that is far too much for anyone to start, which is why you stack habits. You don't just decide that you're going to wake up and do 9 things every single day because you'll get overwhelmed. This is what happens with fitness people people that want to get fit when it comes to Christmas and the New Year. They decide that they've had enough of feeling rubbish, they've had enough of lacking distance, they've had enough of feeling worn out, they've had enough of the way they look in the mirror, whatever it may be, and they get the motivation to go, right, what I'm going to do next year is I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Decide they're going to train every day, they're going to eat right, they try and change so many habits, and they feel great, but then they burn out. This used to happen to the golf mob. I used to, not the in-person version, because obviously I was able to control it, but anyone that done the online version, they would do. So the golf mob was built for 2 sessions a week. That was it. And basically, if you followed these 2 sessions and you done what you had to do per day, like little corrective every single day, at the end of 30 days, that you would be gain yards and lose inches. Now, people would do the 2 sessions a week, feel amazing, then go, do you know what, I'm going to do it 4 times a week. Thinking they're going to get double the results. Forgetting that they've only just started. They need to build the habit. They need to get used to the body doing these workouts twice a week. Just own that bit first. Anyone wants to change their nutrition and the way they eat. No one really wants to do it a little bit at a time. But if you did do it a little bit at a time, you'll actually build the habits you need to be successful. So if you was like, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have the right breakfast that fills my body every single day, which is what we do in part of the Unbreakable Front 9. But you say, right, that's what I do. And I own my breakfast. And I work on that for 30 days plus, to the point that it becomes a habit, that when I don't have it, I don't feel right, that I feel like I've missed something. Just own it. Do that for a long period of time so that it just becomes second nature. Then, after a certain period of time, focus on lunch. Get your lunch dialed in. Rather than trying to overhaul your old diet, which would give you quicker results, but not necessarily long-term results. If you want to change the way you eat, you've got so many habits ingrained in you and the way you eat. So just own your breakfast. Then, after a certain period, own your lunch. Then own the snacks in between either breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner. Own those things and not worry about the evening. Then stack it on top. And over a certain period of time, your body get used to what you're eating. You'll know what powers you, you'll know what wears you out. But it takes time. That's why with the Unbreakable Front 9, you have to stack habits. So anyone that comes to see me, it'd be the biggest thing that you need to change first. Most often, I would say it'd be your correctives, because you're going to get your biggest results in the golf swing. Work on your correctives every day. So you have 1 action item you need to do a day. I will teach you to do the rest on top. That's why anyone that comes inside the 90-day program, they are doing the 9 actions, but we're stacking habits. Otherwise, it's too much to do. You need to get into a position that you're living a habit-based lifestyle, because you do already, but you want habits that benefit you. There's a reason why you eat certain foods at certain times of the day. There's a reason why you do certain things at certain times of the day. It's because there is a habit or a behaviour that triggers that response, and your brain is looking for either normal or a sense of control or just some type of dopamine fix, just to feel better. That's why when you're stressed, you will eat differently. Coming back to the breakfast thing, this is why we do this in the Unbreakable Front 9. How many times have you gone to bed hungry and woken up hungry? It doesn't often happen. The reason why is because certain hormones are released in your body at night time that are different, that are released the first thing in the morning. So you don't wake up starving. You might be hungry, but you don't wake up starving. So breakfast is the perfect time to get in the foods that you need to eat rather than the foods that you want to eat. If you wait until you're hungry and then you decide what you're going to eat at any point in time, you're not really going to make the best decisions. Stack habits. You know the Unbreakable front 9, you know there's 9 key actions you want to get to per day, but find the one key action you need to work on. Could be something as simple as hydration. You don't drink enough water. Certainly in the winter you don't drink enough water. You know it makes you feel better, but it's cold. Well, I'll do it later. Stack your habits. Then live the Unbreakable front 9, and that's how you end up doing it. So, as always, 2 questions. First one, what is the one habit, part of your Unbreakable front 9, that you could start doing tomorrow that you know would bring you results in 30 days? Just the one thing that you could do tomorrow. One single thing. Next up, if you know what that one thing is, why are you unwilling to wake up tomorrow and do it? Good luck.
For more information on golf performance, by increasing your power, by getting in better positions, by working on your body and mind, go to unbreakablegolfers.com and sign up to the free asset.